Day. Whoop, 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 whoop. And we're chatting about Series 1, Episodes 17 and 18. Wow, it's flying by. And these were two very different episodes, so I can't wait to hear what you all think. And I'm going to add Josh in 1 second. The iPad now, so I'm like, am I pressing the right thing? The comments are like really small as well now. Hopefully Josh will be here. Yay!
Hello.
You okay?
Good. How are you?
Oh, not too bad.
Charm chat day.
Job chat day.
Ooh,
Yeah.
here we are.
Oh, I've been so excited.
Me too.
I feel like it feels like ages since like we last. Well, it has been ages, hasn't it?
I
Well,
feel
it
like it's been
feels
our
like it.
longest. It's been our longest sort of like number of weeks between doing it. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And you've been
Missed
on,
you.
I missed you too, and you've been on your holly bobs as well.
Yes,
Oh,
I've got the post-holiday blues, so it's the
oh,
perfect time to talk about Charmed.
yeah. And I was just saying they've changed like because I use an iPad for the chats, and they've changed like the layout of the iPad and how it looks, and
Oh,
the comments are so small now. So I'm gonna have to try and figure that
oh
out at
no.
some point. But
Get
I
your
can
magnifying
see,
glass out.
yeah. I can see Matthew's here, Sharon, Milena. Hi everyone.
Hello.
Oh dear. So yeah, so I can't believe that we're on episodes 17 and 18. I keep having to check which episodes we're
Yeah.
on. Like it's just
Four left after this.
I can't believe
And
it.
then season one is done.
I know. Oh,
Crazy.
crazy, crazy. But I've been loving this journey and rewatching and
Yeah.
chatting with you.
Yeah, me too. And it's really cool to watch episodes that I haven't necessarily seen a ton of times because they're not my
Yeah,
favorites.
yeah, definitely.
So yeah, like today is one of my favorites that I've seen over and over again, and then one that
Yeah.
I have barely ever watched because I didn't enjoy it as much as the others.
Let's see if
Can you
that's
tell which ones I'm
changed.
talking about?
Well, funny enough, the one of these episodes I do remember watching back in the day. It must have been because I know I didn't watch much of series one, as I've always mentioned, but this episode, so episode 17, I've definitely watched a couple of
Yeah.
times before. Iconic episode,
Yeah, it
that's why.
really is. It's like a really important one for the show, and
Yeah.
it's just got so much great stuff in it. So
Oh, so
can't
so
wait.
good. Can't wait to chat. Hi Trina. Yeah, Matthew said it's hard to believe it's almost a year since we started. I
I
know.
know.
This year has just flown by. It's gone
Yeah.
way too quick. So if you're new here and you're watching the playback, Charm Chats are every month. Me and Josh have been dusting off our witch's hat, grabbing our book of shadows, and heading back to the 90s and early noughties to rewatch Charmed from the very beginning. Oh, I love that. Every time I see it, I'm like, I need to get me
Yes.
that. So Charmed is a TV series that ran from 98 to 2006, and it follows three sister witches, Prue, Piper and Phoebe, who juggle their everyday lives with saving innocents from meddling demons. Woo! And both Josh and I were huge Charm fans back in the day, and obviously now. So, as I mentioned, it's been wonderful, like revisiting it. So previously on Charmed.
Previously on time.
So last month we chatted episode 15 and 16, which, as I mentioned, seems really long ago. So I'll
Yeah.
try and remember what happened. So we met the Shadow Man that lived in the
The
basement of
Woogie Man.
the Woogie
Yes.
Man.
Yeah.
Lived in the basement of the Halliwell house. I got very confused about earthquakes taking off wallpaper.
Yes. Well-known fact. Earthquakes strip wallpapers from the wall.
When I told Kev after, he just looked at me, he had no words. I was like, these things happen.
Yeah.
And we also met the three Prues, and the
Oh,
sisters were in really bad danger in both of those episodes.
they were.
Um, we, of course, got a little glimpse of the icon, the legend that is Grams. which
Go back
leads
to bed,
nicely.
Phoebe.
Go back to bed. So that leads nicely into this month's episode. So we'll be chatting episode 17 and 18. Again, I keep forgetting which ones. So we break it down by category. So Demon of the Week, Love is Pain, Work It Drama, Sister Bond. There's always so much to chat about.
Yeah.
And get involved in the comments. Let us know what you thought. And if you're watching it back, pop a comment up, and me and Josh will come back to you and reply. Let us know what you think. So let's get started. Woo,
Let's get charmed.
Let's get charmed. So episode 17 of series 1 is called That 70s Episode, which I think they could have called it something else, but I kind of like the ambiguity of the title, to be honest.
I love it. I guess because they were
Yeah.
trying to riff on That 70s Show.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Which was like massive at the time. I think That 70s Show started the same year that Charmed started and ended the same year that Charmed ended.
Oh,
there's like
so
a
it's a
weird
little
parallel.
homage there.
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I kind of like it as well as like, I know that I always bring up Friends when we're talking about Charmed, but I kind of love that it's almost like a riff on the way that episodes of Friends are called.
Oh,
the one
yeah, of
with
course,
so-and-so.
the one with, yeah,
so this is like the one with the 70s.
Oh, I kind of like it though, because like if you just saw that episode title, it doesn't give anything away. You wouldn't know what this episode was about, and I kind of like that mystery. Apart from obviously set in the 70s. So this one was about to protect themselves from a power-stealing warlock called Nicholas. Originally with this really fake moustache, and who seems to be immune from the powers of the charmed ones. The Halliwell sisters cast a spell that returns them to the mid-70s in order to save themselves. So they soon encounter their mother Patty, who died when Phoebe was too young to remember, and their grandmother Grams, along
Penny.
with Penny, all the peas, and along with Prue, little Prue and little Piper, so cute, who are little playful witches. And Phoebe at this point is still in the womb, unborn. So we only get a glimpse of little Prue and Piper, but that was enough. They were just adorable.
Can you imagine if they went back into their like past selves' bodies and she was like an unborn baby in the womb? That's so weird.
It'll be like that scene in Nope. I don't want to spoil it for anyone if they haven't seen it, but I'm going to say it anyway. So spoilers, put your fingers in your ears if you haven't seen it. But when they get sucked up into the spaceship and it's really claustrophobic and they're like...
I had actually forgotten that bit.
I haven't. It's scarred on my brain. That was the most horrific 5 seconds ever. That's what it would be like though. And this is the second episode in which the sisters lose their powers, which I thought was quite interesting. Melania put little Prue and Piper were incredible. I love the connection with grown-up Prue and Piper.
Did you notice? I've never noticed this before. Did you notice how little Piper kept mouthing the lines that little Prue was saying?
I noticed it a couple of times. It was so sweet, though. We forgive them.
Your name is Piper too? Great.
And I love how little Prue, I think she was picked because she did have a mole there, the same as Jan and Doherty. And I was like, it was meant to be.
Uncanny.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to start with Demon of the Episode, because obviously we'll start here because it's like the catalyst of kind of what happens in the episode. So I thought we'll get Nicholas out the way. So doesn't he go like... something like that as well. A bit. He mixes it up. Sometimes it's like, sometimes it's. flashing his ring.
It's like he's in like the worst 90s boy band ever. Just like,
I want it that way. Oh dear, it did make me laugh, honestly. Trina said, no, I didn't notice little Piper mouthing her lines. That's so cute.
yeah,
And Sharon said, Nicholas is such a rubbish name for a warlock. I feel this is a common theme
yeah.
throughout Charm. They just give
I
them
love
like
how
normal names.
I love how he points out what his name is as well. He's like, "Call me Nicholas. Your mother did."
Nicholas.
Like,
I was
yeah,
like,
well done.
I'd be like, I don't know how to take that, Nicholas.
I know. When did she call you that?
We don't want to know.
No, not
Oh,
Patty. Not Patty. She wouldn't.
no, she wouldn't.
No.
So at the start of the episode, then, so Piper notes that Graham's friend comes every year, same day and time. And says, I am Nicholas, ask your mom. Oh, no, it started.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't.
no wonder he's so pissed off.
Oh gosh. Oh dear.
Oh, gather.
We're so mature. Oh dear. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So he visits the house every year.
Yeah. Okay.
Where's Patty? And basically, Piper believes that he is an admirer of Graham's.
Yes.
So every year he brings flowers and he accidentally drops them on the floor. Klutz. And he does so again this time, and this time Piper freezes him because obviously she's got her powers now. But the scene kind of unfreezes immediately, and the man kind of states that the clock only chimed 5 times. However, it's noon, so he was like,
Yes.
you can't trick me.
You've got your powers now.
You have. Oh, my ring. So the man explains he knows that they've frozen time and now they have the powers.
Yeah.
Piper denies it, but anyway, it turns out to be a warlock, long story short, named Nicholas.
Yeah.
And he then proceeds to put his red ring on. And his appearance changes from an old man to a youthful appearance.
Yes.
And obviously Nicholas is immune to the powers of the charmed ones. We find out after making a deal with their mother to spare something in the past.
Yeah.
So what did you think?
This all happens in like the opening of the episode as well.
It's like full.
Yeah, it goes straight in there.
Straight in there.
Yeah.
So what did you think of Nicholas, ring bearer guy, warlock?
I'll start with, so the positive, one thing I really liked, it was the sound effect for the ring, which was sort of like a growling like cat, like jungle cow or something. It's like so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like his sort of undercover covert attempt to ascertain if the sisters are actually witches yet. So he shows up every year, which is quite a commitment considering Graham's died like 24 years ago. So he's been showing up for a long time.
Yeah, definitely.
And has he? No, because she can't have been dead for 24 years because the sisters are only, what, 27, 28?
Yeah.
So she hasn't been dead for 24 years, surely.
No.
But he's just been showing up for 24 years.
So maybe he was showing up when Grams was alive as well and taking it,
And she was like, no, not having any of that. I don't need another husband. I've already had 7. Especially not you, Nicholas. Just not
with a name and moustache like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Although he
I,
probably at the beginning wouldn't have had the moustache because he does say, doesn't he, that he's had to age himself so they didn't get
he
suspicious.
does explain it very explicitly to them. My great plan was I've had to age over the years.
I mean, he's
Um,
thought this through. Quite clever.
yeah, yeah. I think it was quite a good plan,
Mm,
but he was just so boring.
yeah,
And yeah, that's the main sort of like negative for this episode is the fact that he just wasn't a very good villain. He had no
no,
charisma.
yeah.
Yeah,
He served his purpose, didn't he? He
he
got
did.
them to go back in time because obviously
Yeah.
they rush upstairs to try and find a spell in the Book of Shadows.
Hmm.
Can't find anything, but they find a spell basically that they don't know what it does, and essentially it takes them back in time. So it kind of serves a purpose.
Yeah,
And
yeah. He
then
gets the plot moving.
yeah, and then even like in the 70s, he's dressed as a policeman. I take it he wasn't really a policeman.
No.
No, fake.
Yeah, fake
Like
cop.
his moustache.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so like even then, although he doesn't have very good hiding places for his ring, because that scene where they go and find the ring like happens in like a minute. They're like, here it is.
I know. They open three drawers and she's like, I've got it.
Yeah, here it is. Let's go.
Why would he even take it off?
Yeah, why didn't you
Like
just keep it on?
it's been blessed with this sort of like it makes him basically immortal, like impervious to their powers. So why would
Yeah,
he ever take it off again? It's crazy.
exactly. Maybe it was too noisy.
Yeah, it kept growling at him. Yeah.
Maybe he's had an accident in the workplace with it, you know. He has to be careful.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you
If you're
never
a cop,
know.
you can't wear jewelry.
No.
Yeah,
So we can agree then that he was a bit rubbish. He just
yeah.
served a purpose for the episode, but he's not really going to go down in the history books of Charmed.
The thing is though, like what he does is quite horrible. Like when he kind of points the ring at Phoebe and is like, "Your blood is boiling. You can't
Yeah.
breathe." It is really quite
Yeah.
harsh, I would say.
Because she's like cowering in the corner, like in pain. So
They all
yeah,
collapse.
yeah.
Yeah, so he's quite powerful,
Mm.
quite nasty. Nasty Nick.
Nasty Nick, yeah.
Yeah.
Love
That's what
it.
he should have called himself. I'm Nasty Nick.
I'm here for your mother.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. But yeah, he served a purpose, and I think like they could have made him a little bit more scary
Yeah.
than he was. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah,
He was
here
just
we
like
are.
another boring guy in a suit. We've had
Yeah,
loads of those already by now, haven't we?
yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah. Poor Nick.
Matthew says he didn't notice the younger ones like lip syncing each other's lines as well.
Oh, yeah.
Trina said, I said to Claire that he was showing his ring like a newly engaged woman. Yeah,
Like
that's so
this.
true. Like my ring. That's so true. Sharon was laughing that it only took 11 minutes for us to like break down in fits of laughter because of my accidental
So
saying.
funny. Can't
Oh. Oh God, what are we like?
oh,
Sharon said the man loved his fancy ring.
he did.
Um,
Blingtastic.
yeah. Matthew said, didn't their mother die in 1978? So
Yeah.
wasn't that why Phoebe wrote the note? So it would have been like 20 to 21 years in 1999. Oh, yeah. So I guess he was coming to see Patty, sorry, not Patsy, Patty, right?
No, he was coming to see Grams. They thought,
Oh,
yeah, they thought that he was like a secret, not so secret
yeah.
admirer of Grams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But they did say like he's been doing it for 24 years, so it doesn't really doesn't add up, does it?
Stalker. Stalker.
Yeah.
Matthew said there was a lot of men running around dressed like policemen when they weren't in the 1970s. So Matthew's saying there was a
Uh,
lot of people like
yeah.
that dressing up as
YMCA.
policemen. um, So obviously the mythology. So obviously we mentioned the ring. So the ring is the ring of immunity.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Patty Halliwell. So we find out. I know I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but just to give it a bit of to his
yeah,
precious ring. So Patty Halliwell was forced to bless the ring and give the warlock Nicholas
yeah.
immunity to her daughter's powers. So in
Hmm.
1999, her daughters, obviously the charmed ones, went back in time, which is what happens in this episode, to unbind the bond Patty made, and with the help of their grams, unbless the ring. So
Yeah,
that's essentially the importance. The ring was more important than Nicholas, I would say.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was kind of like the ring that Angel gets in the first season of Angel, where it's like makes him immune to sunlight. It's that really bling. He's got like
Yeah.
a really blingy jewel on it. It's like green. It's very similar
Yeah.
vibes.
Well, this is where, when we watched the episode with Victor, like right at the very
Oh
beginning, and
yeah,
I said to you, "Oh, doesn't the ring come into play a bit later?" That's where I was getting confused with this
right.
episode, because obviously he had like a special ring as well, which is
He
interesting.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good spot. I hadn't made that
Mm,
connection at all. Yeah, definitely.
but
Because the dad puts a ring on to protect him from their spell
yeah,
when they're killing the warlocks. Yeah.
yeah. And I think that's why I got confused in that episode because I knew another ring came up in at some point, and I
Yeah.
thought I'd got confused with Buffy, but I think it was this episode I was thinking of.
So true.
Yeah,
Good memory.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad
It
one of us has got a good memory
makes
because
a
I haven't.
change for me,
Yeah.
to be honest. But obviously, this episode obviously involves time travel. So stories with time travel are often very difficult because they've got to be quite consistent.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine if Kev watched this episode, he would point out all the issues with the time travel in this episode. But
Magic,
obviously,
innit? It's magic.
yeah, because obviously we're going for the sentimental side of the story,
Exactly.
with the
Which is why
gathering
it
of
works.
the three generations of the
Yes.
Halliwells. So, do you think it because time travel's so tricky? Do you think they pulled it off? And like, if there was any issues, do you think it's just overlooked by us Charm fans?
I think, well, I didn't personally spot anything, but I think the
Mm,
episode did a really good job of pointing out particular moments where, so like Andy gets frozen a couple of times, like Kid Andy gets frozen,
that
and
made me laugh.
Grams, yeah, bless him,
I know.
and Grams has to come in and like unfreeze him and says, "You won't remember a thing."
Yeah.
Um, and Prue kind of says, "Oh, do you think maybe this is the reason that Andy is so suspicious of us because of stuff like this that happened with
Yeah.
the kid?" So that was really well done.
Mm.
I liked that Grams sort of says, God knows what you've already messed up, kind of thing. Like you
Yeah, that's
can't change
true.
anything whatsoever.
Mm,
And there's a moment where Prue tells Grams to go upstairs because they've got to protect her.
yeah,
Because if they get hurt, I guess it's less of a ripple effect than if Grams gets hurt.
yeah,
See, I thought they did a really good job of addressing it in a way that didn't get in the way of the story and the fun and the hijinks and stuff.
yeah. I think so too. Like they didn't make it too sci-fi-ish with the time
Yeah.
travel, where it gets a bit complicated. I just thought
Mm.
it kept it simple. They realised there could be, issues if they changed certain things. They kept Grams and Patty as safe as they could. At
Yeah.
all times. They're like, no, we'll go rather than you, because if you die now, then everything's going to change.
Exactly. The whole
So
thing collapses.
they were aware of the dangers.
And I liked that
Um,
they did their own witchy spin on it. So things like the younger versions of them have their powers, which means that the older versions of them don't have their powers because they can't share them in the same time. So that's like a
yeah,
really fun little witchy spin on time travel that
yeah,
gave
that's
them their
true.
own unique version of it, which I quite liked.
Yeah, yeah, I like that as well. Because obviously with the little Prue and little Piper,
Mm.
so obviously as you mentioned, we get a glimpse into like their powers and things like that, and their powers seem to be more developed, which I thought was interesting considering they're so young. So
Yeah.
obviously, little Prue channels her telekinesis through her hands
Yes.
as well as her eyes,
Yeah.
because she moved the ball while pointing at it. And little Piper kind of displays the ability to channel her power through her eyes as well as
Hmm.
her hands. I think she unfroze Andy at one point with a blink of an eye. And
Yeah.
she was also only able to freeze the ball, I think, in when they were outside in a particular area. And it's funny how they were practicing magic outside as well, and no one noticed.
It was the 70s. People were doing all sorts of stuff.
Yeah,
So
they didn't care.
no one knew what was going on in the 70s.
Oh, but I did think that was a really good spin on the powers that the
Yeah.
younger kids had developed their powers more than obviously the adult versions at the time.
Yeah. Because
And I
they'd
really
had them
like
far
that.
longer than the sisters as grown-ups. They'd only had them for a couple of months.
Yeah,
Whereas as kids, they'd had them for their whole lives. So,
yeah. And
yeah,
a
it's very
nice little
cool.
foreshadowing of, the development there. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
when Shannon
definitely.
Doherty was like, I want to use my hands.
Yeah, yeah. I've had enough of this.
Had enough.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Clint
it.
Eastwood eyes.
Yeah. Oh, bless her. I saw Matthew put, to be truly 70s, Nicholas Ring should have been a mood ring. That's so true.
Yes.
So true.
Yeah.
Sharon said the space-time continuum was dodgy.
Oh,
See, like, I would hazard a guess if Kev watched the episode, he'd be like, X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. But I'm just
yeah.
like, yeah, sisters, magic, witches,
Yeah. They did kind of follow
tears.
the like Back to the Future version of time travel, though, didn't they? Where it's
Yeah.
you go back and you can affect the future if you go back into the past. Whereas
Mm,
with Avengers, they did time travel very differently, which was that there are multiple
mm,
different parallel timelines that all
yeah.
have, there's no one true timeline, which Back
Yeah.
to the Future says there is. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, make my head hurt.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just like that it was simple and that we
Yeah.
didn't have to worry about any of that. It was just was what it said on the tin, and that was that.
Yeah.
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 Matthew said, I wish they had done more with the set and costumes to make it more 70s. At least some McCream and Harvest gold/avocado coloured
Oh, yeah.
appliances. Oh,
Macrame?
yeah.
Is that what that
Is
is?
it? Oh, is it? What did I say?
Yeah.
McCream. Oh, dear. Oh, don't give me these hard words to say. Like, you know what I'm like.
Yeah. They did
Oh,
have really cool telephones. Didn't she have one that like was came round to the mouth?
yeah. I
Um,
think it was.
okay, confession, I spent all of yesterday afternoon and evening at Twin Peaks season one marathon at the cinema. So I
Wow.
might be getting confused because I feel like my brain is still in Twin Peaks.
You're
I think
still there.
yeah,
Oh, that
they
sounds
do have some cool
awesome.
telephone. It was really fun, but it was
Oh,
quite like you came out of it
yeah.
at the end like, where am I? What's going
Like,
on?
how long was you in there for? Like, that could have been a while,
We
right?
started at 2:30 in the afternoon and we came out at about 10 o'clock, I think. So it was like
Wow.
pretty intense.
So cool, though.
Yeah,
Bet
yeah,
you had some wild dreams last night, Josh.
yeah, absolutely. Lots of
Boom, boom,
talking
boom,
backwards
boom.
and like
Yeah.
Agent Cooper, he can come into my dreams anytime.
Call me.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Trina's laughing at mood ring. Yeah, it definitely needs to be a mood
I
ring.
did think that they styled Grams and Patty really well because Grams had
Yeah,
this sort of like that 60s embroidered velvet
yeah,
dress, which was beautiful. And then
yeah.
Patty had that gorgeous, I mean, first she had the diner outfit, which was great, like
Mm,
mustard with brown, which is like so
yeah,
70s.
classic.
And then she had that beautiful, like sheer sort of red
Mm,
and white robe on at the end of the episode,
yeah,
which was beautiful as well. So, and
yeah.
her hair, oh my God,
Oh, so I'm
just
so
that beautiful
jealous.
glossy hair.
Oh, it's Yeah, it's when she walks out in the diner and then the sisters are like, she's beautiful. And like at that point I was like, she's beautiful.
Yeah,
She just looks stunning when she comes
yeah.
out. Oh, she's
But
amazing.
that's it was so cleverly done because she's been talked about for the entire season. Like
Mm,
they've talked about their mums so much, and their mum's sort of like ghost has hung over the entire show so
yeah,
far. So then when she suddenly arrives and she's like in slow-mo, you
yeah,
feel as the audience like you're
yeah,
in
you
the
do.
exact same position as the sisters, where you're
Yeah.
just like, this sort of like
Wow.
mythical figure has suddenly become flesh in front of you.
Yeah.
And it's quite overwhelming.
It is. I did have a little tear in my eye because she was
Yeah,
just, I mean, as you say, this was her first appearance as Patty Halliwell. And just it does get you. It got me in the feels like straight away. And you
yeah,
definitely could feel how the sisters were feeling. I think they
yeah,
did that so good and just perfect casting. Is it Finola Hughes, I think it is?
yeah.
Perfect casting. Because you
She,
needed someone spectacular to walk out
yeah,
of those doors, didn't you?
you did. And the thing is, like, when there's a character who's this sort of like, as we said, like, she's a mythical character now because it's
Mm,
almost like the perfect mother that they never got to, that was
yeah.
taken away too soon. She's sort of like an emblem of good and
Mm,
family. Like, those characters can actually be quite boring, I think.
yeah.
But with in Finola Hughes's hands, she's just so warm and lovely, but she has like steel to her.
Mm,
Um, and yeah, she's just like it's just yeah, it's perfect casting, and you love her immediately.
yeah. Yeah,
Got a sense of
definitely.
humor, she's great.
Mm. And what did you think of her relationship? So Patty's relationship with Grams, I loved them batting off each other,
Yeah,
and you could just tell they had fun with it as well. Did you like that?
yeah. I loved the little jibes at each other, like when Grams was trying to find out
Yeah,
information about the future, and Patty is like, "Mom, stop it!" And
can't have
um,
personal gain.
yeah, yeah, and like the fact that Gran says, I always knew that I would give birth to the charmed ones. I was like, once removed, of course, kind of thing.
But it's just the look that Patty gives Grams as well. Like, I just
Yeah,
think whoever put those two together was genius because they were
yeah,
just brilliant. And so much like, if you think of how the sisters are, as well, like very much that dynamic and seeing that through like an older generation as well was just amazing to see. I loved it.
yeah, and so different to things like Sabrina, where you've got the two aunts.
Yeah.
Such a different vibe to it than that. And I actually would have loved to have a 70s set spin-off show that was just about Patty and
Oh,
Grams and the young
yes.
sisters. That would have been so fun.
That would have been brilliant. Oh,
Yeah,
I wonder why they didn't do that.
I
Oh, that would have
know.
been so, so good. So, so
I
good.
feel like wasn't Finola Hughes in a soap opera at the time?
Oh, was she? I'm
I
not
think
sure.
or maybe around that time, she was in a soap. So that's why her appearances are a bit
Yeah.
intermittent because she wasn't always available, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm glad that I really am glad they cast her because I just thought
Yeah.
she was perfect.
Yeah.
Um, and something else. So we're talking about like time travel, like kind of affecting the future. So something that I blew my own mind about was that obviously now in this episode, it's the actual first time that the charmed ones use the power of three.
They do, I know.
And
That's the
it blew
crazy
my
thing.
mind. And I was like, wait, so that's just changed our future from what we've watched so far. That now we thought we'd seen the power of three for the first time, I think, in something Wicker This Way Comes, I think,
Yeah.
all the way back then. But now, no, it's different. So even as a viewer, that just changes our reality. And I thought that was pretty
Yeah.
clever.
Yeah, it's slotted in a piece of history that we didn't know was missing.
Yeah, I liked
Yeah. And
that.
it's almost like that has always happened.
Mm,
If you believe that they were always going to go back in time to do that,
yeah.
then they're almost like fulfilling their own prophecy by going, look, the charmed ones do exist. We
Yeah,
know they exist because we used their powers in 1975. So
yeah,
that's yeah,
yeah. It
it's
just That's what I mean. Time travel just goes blows my mind.
Yeah, the human brain can't comprehend it. Not supposed to.
Matthew says Full House, but with magic. So obviously, your idea
Yeah,
for a spin-off, that would have been so cool.
yeah, exactly.
So cool. And I also noted down that in this episode, it's revealed that Halliwell is actually Patty's last name and not Victor's, which I don't think we
Yeah.
knew that before. I don't
No, because
think.
I feel like in later seasons he's called Victor something else. He's got a different surname.
Ah, yeah,
I
so
guess
that makes
they
sense then.
realised they
Yeah,
messed it up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so is there anything else on the mythology side that you noticed?
There's a mention of Grams's heart condition, which
Oh,
is how
yeah.
she does end up dying
Yeah.
later in the show. So that's kind of in there.
Yeah.
I, lo- I love how Patty says on the phone at the very start that she had a premonition, and Grams suggests that she goes to see a doctor. She doesn't believe her, even though they're
No.
witches.
She's just like, oh, I've heard all this before. It's
Yeah,
probably something to do with Victor.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like rolling her eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that
Um,
as well.
I noticed something for the first time that I've never noticed before,
Oh, okay.
which is actually really like it's hot continuity for Charmed.
Oh.
And it's, do you remember in episode 15? No, 16, when they're arguing over Grams's statue?
Oh, yeah.
That statue is in this episode
No
when Grams is
way.
living in the house. It's in the hall where it was in that episode when they were arguing over
Oh,
it.
that's so clever.
Yeah,
Oh, I like that.
so good. I love that they actually remember that they did that.
Yeah, that is good. I like
Yeah,
it. I like it when something comes into play like that and like it's intentional
yeah. And
and
they
you
don't
think it's
comment
like a
on it
nothing.
or,
Yeah.
yeah, she's in the background.
Oh, I love that. Oh,
Yeah, very cool.
well spotted. Well spotted.
Yeah.
I know I've just got to briefly mention Andy as well. I know we
Oh,
briefly mentioned him being frozen, but I don't think I'd quite realised in my head. Like I knew Andy and Prue knew each other from when they were younger, but I didn't realise it was when they were really young like that and he would come
yeah.
round to their house and play dressed up as a sheriff or
Yeah, yeah.
something. So that kind of made me laugh, and I was a bit like, "Oh, okay." So they do go really far back, and
Yeah.
it might explain like how he is now with all that freezing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it forgives the hair gel, all the shouting that he does in the next episode. But
Yeah.
anyway, here we are.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was like a really cute little moment. I don't know, it just made me think like, oh, they really have
There's
known each other
Andy.
like so long. And
And
it's
don't they
like,
say that he's a neighbour, like he lives down the street?
yeah,
Like
lives
five.
down the street, yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh,
love
and
that
I
we
love
see
that.
more of that street because those beautiful, are they called
Yeah.
like are they called Queen Anne Victorian houses or something? Maybe Matthew
Oh,
will
they're
know.
amazing, aren't they?
Such stunning,
Lovely.
beautiful, like Gothic houses.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
love to
Oh,
live in one of
lovely.
those.
Oh, let's just move there, Josh. Let's
I
just move.
know. So beautiful.
Oh, so the sister bond in this one, then. So obviously, the sister bond needed to be strong in this episode, which I think they succeeded at. And they all worked really well together because it had such emotional ties for them. And I think this was the episode where they were really sensitive to each other's feelings as well.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
you've even got there's like a conversation between Piper and Prue where Piper says, "Oh, to Prue, you're lucky you've got more memories than I do," and Prue says, "Well, at least you have some. Poor Phoebe, she doesn't have any." So I was like, "Oh, it's just heartbreaking.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it just really gets you."
Yeah, and it's lovely how this episode is such an ensemble episode, but it
Mm,
really is a story about how Phoebe never got to know her mum.
yeah,
So I don't know, it just does that so effectively. It doesn't force
Mm,
it down your throat, this is all about Phoebe and what she missed out on. It
yeah,
really is about all of them together.
yeah,
And it's done so
definitely.
beautifully. It's done really well.
And the sisters just work really well together as well. Like even after they've introduced themselves to their mom and she realizes who they are. Oh, and
Mm,
that moment when, Patty realizes or, you know, realizes who they are and accepts who they are.
yeah,
And gives
outside the
them,
police station.
yeah, and gives them that hug.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
oh
Phoebe does a bit
dear.
of hair sniffing.
Yeah. So, she's
I
like, I
was
need to.
thinking, is she smelling hamburgers? Because didn't Prue say that her mum came
Oh,
home to smell like
yes.
hamburgers all
Yeah.
the
Oh,
time?
either that or it's like, what hair oil is she using for that
Yeah,
glossy look?
yeah, that, yeah.
Oh,
Highly
but yeah.
chemical 70s shampoo.
Yeah, probably. Oh, but that moment, I mean, there were so many moments, wasn't there? Was there like a favourite moment
Yeah.
that you had with the sisters or even with Patty or anything like that in the episode?
I think that one of the things that they did really effectively was when Patty and Grams were sending the sisters back to the present, they
Yeah.
do it twice, obviously, because they do it once and it fails, and they do it a second time
Yeah.
for realsies. And I
Mm.
love how the all three of the sisters have completely different expressions in both of those moments.
Oh, I didn't
Um,
notice that.
yeah, it's just like a little tiny thing, but there's sort of like there's weirdly more emotion and sort of like acceptance the second time
Mm.
rather than the first time where they're just sad.
Yeah.
Which just
Yeah.
is like it just shows the strength of the actors that they were able to do
Mm.
that. It's not showy, it's just sort of owning the
Yeah.
characters and understanding how they would be feeling differently in those two different moments.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's true. I might go back and just have a look at that
yeah,
moment
it's lovely.
again and
Yeah,
say, oh, they just did such a good job. And
yeah,
I really loved, just, I think I just loved everything about this episode, but I really loved, the moment when they realise that they can use the power of three, and then you've just got the little ones, and Patty's like teaching them, the spell to say,
yeah.
and then they're just like holding onto the Patty's
The stomach.
belly, and
Yeah.
I was honestly, Josh, I was a mess. It was so emotional because the writing and the acting combined was just like it just really has an impact,
It
and
does.
it was just beautiful to be
Yeah.
honest. The
The
whole
power of
thing,
family.
yeah,
And it's
definitely,
all and
really,
they're all women, powerful women.
yeah,
You know.
that's it. Oh,
Andy's like a
just
nuisance and Nicholas is stupid and annoying.
with his
And all the women
rings.
are brilliant. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's why we
love
watch the
that.
show.
Yeah, definitely.
And I do love with Phoebe how so as we said, this episode is very much about her getting to create real memories with her
Yeah,
mum. But you never get the sense that she doesn't sort of like feel self-pitying about the fact that she never knew her mum. She doesn't feel like, oh, woe
yeah,
is me, I've missed out and you guys will never understand. It's just
mm,
this sort of really quiet acceptance of this is just the way
yeah,
things are and yeah, it's sad, but can't really
yeah,
do anything about it, which is nice because and she's really selfless with it. She says to Prue and
mm,
Piper, you go in and see mum and I'll be outside and it's fine. I don't need to be
yeah,
part of this. I never had mum anyway.
yeah,
So it's really
yeah.
lovely.
Which is quite nice for Phoebe as a character as well, because sometimes she can come across a little bit,
Yeah.
selfish in a way, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of nice, like quite understated, and I do like the way that they did that. It's
Yeah,
really
it's
sweet.
lovely. It's all
He,
like it's all really positive and like inclusive
mm,
and they all love each other and they just want the best for each other. And
yeah,
they're not being selfish in those really heightened emotional moments.
and even like, what did you think of the moment? So, Phoebe obviously writes a note, to
Yeah.
warn her mother about the warlock that will drown her in a few years' time, the water demon. So obviously she puts the note in the Book of Shadows, but then later removes it, which I think just goes with what we've just said. She realizes, wait. we can't I can't do this. It's got to
Yeah.
not happen. But would you have liked the note to have stayed there, or like, I mean, it would have really impacted the future, right?
Can you imagine if she'd left it in there and they get back to the future and then their mum is there in the present and then that is just the show from then on, is them with their
Yeah.
mum? It would have been crazy to just turn the show on its head like that.
Yeah.
It
That
would have
would have
been
been
really
quite
cool.
brave. Yeah, that would have been really brave if they'd done that as
Yeah.
well.
I
Like,
feel
just to be
like it
like,
would have,
oh,
yeah, I feel like it would have taken the spotlight away from the sisters
mm,
perhaps too much, and it would have made it less of like a youth sort of
mm,
show. But I would have loved to have seen a world where that did happen. That would have been very
yeah,
cool.
that would have been good. Or maybe even like that it did happen that, they come back to the future, their mum's there, but then she still gets killed
Oh my
by
God,
a
that'd be
water
so
demon.
dark.
But
Yeah,
do you see what I mean? So you can't change. So the moral of the story is you can't change
yeah.
what is your destiny. A bit like Final Destination style, but
It's
yeah,
always going
that
to come get you.
that would have been cool as well.
Yeah. It's so understated as well. Like, you don't really see something specific that causes Phoebe to change her mind and take the note back out of the book.
Mm,
You just get this, like, overall sense that she realizes that she acted kind of like impulsively in that moment. And
yeah.
actually, everything that she has learned so far in the show is that
Mm,
you can't use witchcraft for personal gain. So this would be like gaining something
yeah.
monumental. She would be gaining her mum, which is just
Yeah.
crazy.
That's it.
So she's learnt that
Oh,
lesson, but they don't overstate it. She just quietly
yeah.
does it,
Yeah. She just quietly like pops the note in her pocket.
corrects it.
Oh, so
Yeah.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
was the
So good.
only, sorry to keep banging on. The only,
No, no, you're not banking on. I'm like fascinated.
the only moment that I felt rang slightly false was at the
Mm.
end of the episode when Phoebe confesses to her sisters that she left a note. I felt like
Yeah.
both Piper and Prue were very soft on her in that moment, whereas
Mm.
the Prue and Piper that we know would have been far more interrogative and sort of saying,
Mm.
"What do you mean you left a note? What are you talking about? What
Mm.
have you done?"
Yeah, that's true. But do you think it's because they've kind of bonded over this experience that they've just had? So then maybe
Mm,
they're a bit more like, we understand why Phoebe would have done that, maybe at that moment.
yeah,
But you are
yeah,
right. It's a bit out of character, especially for
yeah.
Prue. Like, Prue would have been like, what?
What are
You
you
know?
talking about? This is why we can't go into the past,
Yeah,
Phoebe.
exactly. I feel that's what I mean when I feel like they were quite sensitive towards the whole situation and to each other.
Yeah,
Um, and yeah, I mean, even like with the younger Prue and Piper, like I just feel like you can feel the emotion just through like Shannon Doherty's eyes, for example. They just look like on the verge of tears, like constantly.
yeah.
So that was setting me off, and I was like, "Oh, something in my eye."
How, like, what do you think it would be like if you met your younger self?
Oh gosh, oh dear.
I think I would find myself really annoying.
Yeah, well, I'm still probably a bit annoying now, to be honest. But
No.
no, I know, I don't know. That's so weird. Like,
I think I would find myself quite exhausting because I think as a kid I was this sort of slightly manic bundle of energy, always jumping around, bouncing
mm,
around, very
yeah.
talkative. So now I think I'd be like, oh, take a breath.
Yeah, I think I was probably a lot like that as well. And obviously that's followed me into adulthood. But I think, yeah, but do you know what? I think I would go back and I would tell my younger self to be more confident.
Yes.
Definitely, because I
Like in Neverending
definitely,
Story, be
yeah, be
confident.
confident. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Be
Yeah.
confident, Atreyu.
Oh, it's always really hard, isn't it, when you think about like what would you say to your younger self? And that I always think I'd say be more confident, definitely.
Yeah. I
Oh,
often feel like I want to say to my nephews because I see a lot of what I think is like myself in my nephews occasionally, and I kind of
yeah.
want to like just say to them like, It's
Yeah.
okay. Everything's gonna be
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, Josh.
It's all gonna
Yeah.
be fine, boys. Don't you worry.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
hard, isn't it? And
yeah. You
the
can't
thing
live
is,
their lives for them.
no, that's it. And that's how you learn as well, isn't it? Through different things and stuff. But
Yeah,
oh, yeah, it's just so
yeah,
hard.
yeah.
Oh, Josh, hug. I need a hug. Matthew says Victorian houses, they're gorgeous. San Francisco is gorgeous. Yeah, I
Yeah,
really would like to go to San Francisco. Speed Rating said, "Oh, little Andy." Yeah.
baby Andy.
And Speed Rating says, "I think my feelings for each of the sisters has changed with these two episodes." Oh,
Oh, how
interesting.
so?
Yeah, let us
Tell us
know.
more.
Milena said, "Little me lacks love and care." Oh, Milena.
Oh, bless
So
you.
I would love to give her a hug. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love the Disney princess rule. Do you know about this?
Yeah, that they can't let go of the hug until the child has let go. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I think
saw
that's so
that.
lovely.
I thought that was really sweet.
Yeah.
That's the philosophy I like. Like,
Yeah.
don't let go of me until I'm ready.
I think Nicholas feels the same way.
Oh
It
dear.
is the single ladies, isn't it? He's doing the single ladies.
Yeah.
Ah, the single ladies. Put your ring up.
But there are a few times where, like, I have to say, because I am a hugger, and like, there's a few times where I've like hugged someone and I've been like, don't let go, because I just
Oh.
want them hugged for a little bit longer, and they're like, oh, bloody hell, Shelley,
It's been 10 minutes, Shelley. How much of a hug do
it's
you
been
want?
half an hour.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Matthew said, I would have told myself not to sweat the small stuff and for God's sakes, never take up smoking.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Oh
like
dear.
do lots of like physical activity so you don't end up with a bad hip, all that kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch their knees.
Yeah.
So kind of work it drama didn't really exist in this one. So all I've got is obviously the sisters turning up to Patty's workplace could be classed as work drama because I mean they caused her to run out and run back home and
Yeah.
panic. So yes, there's not really any work it drama.
No. Do you think that
Lovely.
was like a little nod to Terminator, which obviously is another time travel story,
Oh
where Sarah
yeah.
Connor is a waitress.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
might be.
Yeah, didn't think of
Yeah.
that one. And Love is Pain. So obviously, really, there was no romance dramas in this one with the sisters. Obviously, there was a bit of romance drama with Victor and Patty, and obviously
Yeah.
Graham's arguing with Patty about Victor. You know, when Phoebe listens through the grill in the other
Yeah.
room, which I thought was pretty cool. I like
So funny. Yeah.
that. So did you like that it had no like work it dramas, no love drama? It was just it is what it says on the tin, just full of emotion and
Yeah.
that
I
didn't even
did.
need to exist.
Yeah. It was very interesting to watch this episode and then watch episode 18 because
Yeah.
this one feels like sort of it breaks the formula quite a lot.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that same sort of okay, what are the subplots for all the sisters? What's the demon of the week? What is the love and the work stuff?
Yeah.
It's very focused on the sisters as a unit and the family.
Yeah.
Um,
Just had
so
one storyline rather than a couple going on. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like
Mm.
they spend pretty much the whole episode together, if not sort of like as a threesome, or it means mostly as a twosome, and then
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
kids and stuff.
Yeah.
So I really liked it. I think the love angle in this episode, the love is sort of like the sisters' grief and their love for
Mm.
each other and their love for their grandmother and their mother.
Yeah,
And they
definitely.
obviously we talked about how they react differently to seeing them and
Yeah, that's
um,
true.
yeah, so you can feel the love without it being
Mm.
romantic love.
Yeah, definitely. Like platonic love, like unconditional love is what we're
Yeah,
saying. Yeah. And
yeah,
as you say, you could just feel that through the way the actors were acting the story. Like it just came across, it just came through the screen. As I say, I was crying, so it
Oh
got me.
yeah.
So did you Sign of the Times is a little bit hard in this one because obviously we talk about things that,
Two
you
different
know, in the
times.
in the 90s. So obviously, did you spot anything in this that was Sign of the Times? I spotted a little error, I think the 70s error.
Oh, go on.
So the sisters go back to March 1975, right?
Yes.
And at the start, you see that Jaws is playing on the cinema, but
Yeah.
Jaws doesn't come out till June 1975.
Yeah. Bang bang. Jaws, famously the first ever summer blockbuster, and they're
Mm,
showing it in March.
yeah, no.
No, no,
So I
no.
was like, oh, maybe that was a little tidbit so people would be like, wait a second. No, they probably didn't think that
Yeah.
far.
Yeah.
I suppose I suppose they were just trying to give it that 1975 feel.
Yeah.
But yeah, did you notice anything like Sign of the Times or maybe something that wasn't quite right to the 70s?
There was a lava lamp by the phone.
Oh yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
In the attic, Prue points out the black light, which I think is something different to what we know a black light as.
Oh.
A
Mm.
typewriter, and then 8-track tapes.
Oh yeah, of
Um,
course.
but she says, and this is another little sort of blooper or goof, I think. She
Mm.
says they got rid of all of that dated stuff years ago, but the attic has been locked for like 20
Yeah.
years.
Yeah,
So
that's
there's no way
true.
they got rid of all that stuff.
Yeah. And
Not a
obviously,
chance.
we had that episode where we saw them tidying up a lot of their childhood stuff as well.
Yeah, that's
Mm,
true.
yeah.
Goof.
Ah. Yeah, definitely.
Um,
I
I
do
don't know
love a
if,
little goof though.
yeah, we're all fallible.
Oh, dear.
What? What's that?
I just the way, I do love a little goof. Oh.
I did
So
think that the vase that the flowers came in was absolutely obscene.
I'd have it in my house though.
What was it made of?
It did look
Was it
very
meant to be fake
70s,
macrame?
right?
Yeah,
Or McCream.
macroom, fake
Yeah, that's
macroom.
it.
Yeah,
So charming dialogue in this one. What did you pick up?
so many.
So many, yeah.
Yeah. Um, so Prue saying, "We barely got away as it was." Is will be.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, I've never been good with tenses.
That's like me. I get very confused about tenses. I'm with Prue on that one.
Yeah. I also loved Kid Prue telling Adult Prue, "You're pretty," and Adult Prue
Oh.
says, "So are you," and Adult Piper says, "Give me a break."
Oh yeah, I like that
Yeah,
one. Did you have any more?
I've got loads.
Oh,
Piper saying, "I can't believe we got arrested for kidnapping ourselves."
oh yeah. There's so many good lines in this one.
Yeah. And Graham saying, "If husbands were supposed to stay married, God would have made them live longer."
I love Grams.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go on,
Matthew's.
that's more than enough from me. What have you got?
So I've got when the girls tell Grams Phoebe's name and she goes, another P, what a surprise.
Yeah.
I love that one. I just saw Matthew said Graham's question and answer interval was funny dialogue, which go and check our reel out. We did a little play
Yeah.
on that, didn't we,
We
John?
did, we did.
So yeah, so one of them is what was my husband's name? And Prue goes, which husband? I love that one. What else have I got that you haven't said? Oh, I've got so Phoebe saying, every time I've made a wish, I wished for time with my mom, and I
Oh,
believed in my heart that someday, somehow, that wish would come true. Oh,
yeah, and it did.
and it did. I love that line. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah.
And just one more from me because I love this line as well because it really made me laugh. So Patty, so this is between Patty and Grams. So Patty says, "Can't you just bake cookies with them like all other grandmothers?" And Penny says, "The recipes they learn from me don't come from Betty Crocker."
Burn.
Oh, I love that. I thought it was
Yeah,
brilliant.
that's so great.
Matthew
There's
says,
also, oh,
"Oh
sorry.
God, no, go on, you go."
Piper's saying, this can't be happening. I'm getting a migraine. And Phoebe says, better not. I don't think Advil's been invented yet.
Oh yeah,
Mm,
there were such good lines in this one.
yeah.
Oh, I could go on
Sass. So much
forever.
sass in this episode.
Matthew said Graham's asking about the price of IBM stock in the future as
Yeah.
well. Oh
She's
dear,
smart.
brilliant. So who was your sister of the episode in this one? I think it's hard. This.
It's got to be Phoebe.
Ah,
It's her
okay.
episode. You know, as I said, like this episode is basically a chance for Phoebe to create memories with her mother, and
Mm,
her arc is really moving. And I love how she's sort of like thinking about what this means in different ways as the episode progresses. You know, she says, "Oh, we could save Mom," and
mm,
she's constantly changing as the episode goes along, which is really interesting. And I
yeah.
love that she gets the final line when she says, "Are you kidding? That's the best picture I ever took of myself."
Oh,
So good.
love it. So, so good.
Who was your
Um,
favourite?
so I obviously the whole cast shines for me, but I vote Phoebe as well. Just
Yeah.
because I thought, as you say, she was just very understated, like we've been saying, and she wasn't selfish in any way. I loved how she put that martial arts that she's been
She
learning to good
did.
use
She
in this
really
one.
did.
She's like,
Beat the
"Hiya!"
crumble out of him.
Yeah. So I like that, and that final line, like you say, I just thought it was just genius. I
Yeah.
just love that photo, the way she just picks up the camera casually as well. She doesn't even make a big thing about it like Phoebe normally would as well.
Yeah, like say cheese
Yeah, yeah,
guy.
that's it. She just picks it up, just casually takes this photo, and then I just love that. Then you get to see it, like in the
Yeah.
future. Oh, yeah, just love that.
Perfect.
Um, Matthew said Phoebe was my sister for this episode, and Melina said Prue for me. The way she picks up and hugs her young self with such joy. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, it was such a tough one. They were
yeah.
all so good.
Yeah.
So, obviously, this is a credible emotional episode. So, how many brooms out of five would you give this one?
Oh, this was hard.
Oh,
Um, I think it's a 4.5 for
oh,
me. It would have been a
okay.
5, but I
Mm.
think Nicholas is just so boring. And every time he comes on screen, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot we have to deal with this guy again.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah. So that's
That's
the only
true.
reason I chipped off half a point.
Ah, okay. I gave it five brooms because I can forgive them for Nicholas because he just served a purpose. Because I
Yeah.
think for me, like, because it had such, I think I, it had such an emotional impact on me. I think it just made me really think and feel, and just as much as Dead Man Dating did, if I'm honest, it really like packed an emotional punch. So I was like,
Yeah.
5 stars, no questions.
As they say in the 70s, groovy.
Groovy.
Groovy, baby.
Oh dear. I just think there's a definite next level. Like when we're giving these five brooms out or 5 stars, like there's definite pattern to the way the writing and the acting in all of those episodes.
Yeah.
And if you look back, I think most of them give like an emotional connection as well. So that's really
Totally.
interesting. I'm going to look back and think like, oh, how did I feel when I was watching this episode that I gave it 5 brooms? I'm like
Yeah.
sad and emotional.
Exactly. Made me feel
Yeah.
something I haven't felt in
Yeah.
years.
No, that's it. But I can overlook Nicholas in a way because he was just by the by to me. I was like,
Yeah.
Nicholas who? Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Milena said 5 brooms for Milena. Trina said
Nice.
3.5.
Oh.
Matthew said 5 brooms. This was a fantastic and important episode.
Yeah.
Speed Ray Chick said Phoebe was her sister of the episode. And I'm just going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 brooms. Speed Ray Chick said, so agrees with you. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, it was so great. And it was that great. We've talked for like over an hour about this
Holy
one
moly.
episode.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the next episode we'll probably get through a bit quicker.
I think you might, Shelley. I think you might be right.
Should we
I've
go
basically got
for
like
it?
3 lines of notes for that.
Let's go for it then.
Let's do it.
So, Series 1, Episode 18. So, when bad warlocks go good. Now, I really confused myself because when you look on my Blu-ray and on IMDb, it says when bad warlocks turn good.
Yeah.
So I looked it up and apparently they just changed it for some random reason. But the original title was When Bad Warlocks Go Good, which I think is better, to be honest.
Yeah. Shorter, at least.
Yeah. I just saw Trina said Phoebe for me. She was so mature. So in the previous episode, Phoebe. Yeah, definitely. So when bad warlocks go good, is basically about, so Prue befriends a soon-to-be priest, but discovers that he has a dark past and he's fighting against his destiny to become evil. So there's a history of warlocks that runs through his family. His 2 older brothers are trying to force him to join them in their tradition of evil. They begin attacking people who are close to Brendan in order to coerce him over to the dark side. Essentially, that's what it is.
Yep.
And in a side story, we have Phoebe trying to help Piper make a love connection with Josh, who we met in a previous episode.
Guess who's back?
Josh is back.
Josh is back. Josh is back.
And they bonded over wine previously, so
they did.
Here's a keeper.
Yeah, and he remembers that because he asks for the same bottle of wine when he shows up.
Smart.
Yeah.
And I did read, I can't claim that I know this, I read that this is the last time that Prue channels her power through her eyes.
Spoiler alert.
So she changes it after this, which I was like, oh yeah, this is it. You said it was going to be in a few episodes' time, so it's happened. Matthew said, I couldn't get past Michael Weatherly playing anybody besides Anthony Dinazzo on NCIS. I don't know if you have that show in the UK, but it's a huge show here. And he was famous for his role. Oh, wow.
I knew him from Dark Angel. That's all I knew him from.
I recognised him, but I couldn't place him, to be honest.
Did you ever watch Dark Angel?
No, I don't think I saw that one.
It was only 2 seasons. I liked it. It had Jessica Alba. It was sort of a precursor to Stranger Things. She was like a genetically modified fighter thing.
Oh, I might have seen a couple of episodes then. I'm just not clicked what it was called. So I've definitely, does sound familiar, I have to say. Yeah. Oh yeah, we don't get NCIS over here. Oh, Trina says, oh, okay. So we'll start again with Demon of the Episode, because obviously might as well get it out of the way. So obviously I liked the fact that this episode marks the first time that it's like an evil counterpart to the Power of Three. So obviously the Roe Coven are in play. So obviously Brendan Rowe belongs to a family of evil warlocks. His 2 brothers are waiting for him to complete a death ritual with some random girl.
I know, like a single mother, they say.
Yeah,
it's like, oh dear God, what?
It's like so harsh.
Yeah.
So they're waiting for him to complete this ritual so they can become the true evil Power of Three. And to be honest, the other 2 brothers, so Brendan is an okay character, but the other two warlocks are a little bit boring. You've got
Yeah.
like the standard angry bully older brother, and then the meek and more sympathetic middle brother, and then obviously Brendan's the youngest. And I liked it that it's like a rare episode that it hones in on the fact that someone born to evil, even if like half human, is capable of completely shedding their evil heritage. So I kind
Yeah.
of, for me, I liked that aspect of it. But what did you think of the demons, the warlocks, or that whole storyline?
I loved their droopy
Oh,
ears.
the perspective. Oh no, I can't say it. Perspectives. I
Yeah.
tried.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those.
they're little things.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
thing.
facially, they looked pretty cool, but then their ears were just like, what? Why was that ever
Yeah.
thought to be a good idea?
I don't. Yeah, I mean, what advantage would that have? Like,
They're like stretchy, sort of like slingshot type things. I don't know.
yeah, didn't make sense.
Yeah. No, I agree with you that the evil charmed one's idea is like a really fun idea.
Yeah.
And they could have done so much with it. And that, yeah,
Mm.
that idea that you could choose good rather than evil. And like
Yeah.
Prue is sort of like trying to, it's basically like bargaining for his soul, essentially. Like she's trying
Mm.
to help him make the right decision,
Yeah, that's
um,
true.
trying to save him from evil, which is like, it's a really great idea. But I
Mm.
feel like there's a really, I was kind of with the story.
Mm.
Even when they were like racing horses and stuff, I was like, it's fine, Shannon loved
Oh,
horse
though,
racing.
yeah, but those stunt doubles when they were going really fast were really bad.
He had like a really high forehead compared
Yeah,
to Michael, what's his face, Weatherly.
yeah.
Um,
And the one who was playing Shannon Doherty, the wig was not great.
yeah, terrible. But I was still with it because I was like, no, this is interesting. It's a really interesting idea. And they're
Mm.
all, I love the episodes that are shot on location because it gives it more of a cinematic
Yeah,
feeling to it. But then there's a really jarring moment where Prue and Brandon have had this heart to heart on the horses and all that stuff. And
mm.
then immediately after, there's a really jarring moment where suddenly Brandon is in demon mode, looming over the injured priest, and Prue walks in and
Yeah,
sees it. And you're like, wait a minute, they were just at the stables and now suddenly they're at the church.
yeah,
What's that? It felt like something had been cut out really badly.
yeah. There's
And it
definitely
meant,
felt like a scene was missing there.
yeah, it
Mm.
completely derailed the whole story for me and meant
Yeah,
that everything that followed felt really disjointed. I didn't really understand what the hell was going on. So
yeah, yeah.
it's a shame. It's a shame.
Yeah, I do have to admit, I did have to rewind this one to. I watched it. I think I got about halfway, probably at the moment you're mentioning actually, and
Yeah,
then I was like, wait, I feel like I've missed something, so I did rewind it, and go back, but then I still felt the same.
yeah,
But I thought I'd like zoned out at some point and missed something.
yeah.
So I do agree with you there. There was just like a disconnect at some point.
I feel like they chopped things around because then there's another scene a few moments later where they are suddenly being a bit chummier again. So I
Mm,
wonder if they moved that attack stuff forward to make it more exciting,
yeah,
but it didn't
maybe.
make sense. It was really bizarre.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
frustrating.
true.
But
And I mean, and why did they? So I take it the other brothers had killed the priest to stop Brendan from then becoming a
mm,
priest. I
hmm
guess that was the motive. I'm
yeah,
guessing. It was a
yeah,
bit
I think so.
confusing. But
Yeah,
Andy was well annoyed about the priest.
I know.
Oh,
His family priest.
his sorry.
I did laugh about it.
It's like we've not known this fact about Andy before,
I
but
know.
he was so angry. He had
He was
flared
so,
nostrils and everything. It was
I know, came storming in. He was like, right, before you say anything.
like, yeah,
I was
I
like, oh
was
my
like,
God.
wow. Like if someone walked into my house like that, I'd be like, out the door, come
Yeah,
back
thank
in when you're in a
you.
better mood.
Absolutely. Especially
Yeah,
Prue.
Yeah, he just like storms in. Oh dear. Yeah, I wasn't a fan on Andy in this one.
No. Do you
But
think the actor was like, I haven't been in it for a while, so I need to come back and be like,
make an impression.
yeah,
I need to like what is it? I've been younger Andy in the last episode, so now I need to like come back, woohoo, to
yeah.
show I'm all like tough guy again.
He played the young Andy very well, I thought. I thought he was very
Yeah, he was so
convincing.
good, yeah.
Yeah. The first time he's been convincing all season.
Oh dear, bless him. I saw his
Yeah.
hair gel was still in place though. That's
It
the main
was.
thing.
Yeah. He remembered he was upset about the priest, but he did do his hair.
Still remembered the hair gel.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you
um,
notice Michael Weatherly's chest hair?
oh no, I
Like,
normally notice things like this.
mm, that was a good. I enjoyed that part. So in some of the very early scenes, he's only wearing a shirt, and there are like
Yeah.
big tufts of like Roger Moore style chest hair sticking out above his shirt. And there must have been
Oh.
somebody who was like, "Wait a minute." So then after that, he's got this like white undershirt on underneath his shirt to cover it all up.
Oh no! Why
Maybe
did they
Andy was
do
like, "No,
that?
I'm the one who has the hair. He can't have chest
It
hair.
can't.
It's not
No.
allowed."
Has to be me. It's taking the focus off me. Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
notice that. Oh wow.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
pretty. That
bless him.
go back and have a
Yeah,
look.
I might do.
You'll enjoy it.
Trina said, "Oh, it was a typo. We do get NCIS in over
Yeah.
here." Trina says, "My daughter got a bunny." Oh, you got a bunny? Send me a picture. My
Oh,
daughter got a bunny yesterday, so I'm distracted by cuteness. Oh, so cute.
sweet. Is it a house bunny?
Oh yeah, is it a house bunny or
Yeah.
outside bunny?
Mm.
I've got bunnies and outside bunnies, but they do come in the house occasionally.
Oh
'Cause
wow.
they,
How do the cats react to that?
well, I'll be honest, like they don't really care. Like
Oh,
our
they're
older
like, oh, that's a
cat,
funny looking cat.
yeah, they're just like our older cat. Even when he goes outside, so just say Kev is or whoever we're cleaning out the rabbits and or feeding them or whatever. Sometimes couple of because we've got 4 rabbits, but they're like we've got 2 in one. Okay, it's a long story. We had to split a couple up because they wouldn't bond together very well.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the opposite, was they were bonding too much.
No, they just wouldn't bond together at all.
Oh God.
Yeah, so we had to split them up. But the one, she'll come out of the cage and the cat's out there, like Louis outside, and he's just like looking, just doesn't really
Oh,
care. Yeah, it's
yeah,
really good.
that's
Bless
sweet.
him.
I think Penny would be there, like carving up his knife and fork, ready to
Ready for
tuck
nom
in.
nom.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Matthew said I couldn't get past the ears too, so the
Yeah,
floppy
the
ears.
dangly ears.
Oh
They kind
dear.
of reminded me of the bridesmaids from the Wedding from Hell episode, where they just
Oh
looked so
yeah.
weird.
Oh, isn't that strange? Yeah, they did
Yeah.
actually. Melina said those ears took any scariness away. Yeah. Matthew said that horse chase was hilarious. A high speed horse chase. It was very random.
Yeah.
Matthew said, yes. I was like, what happened? How did we get into the church from the stables? Yeah, definitely they must have cut something out there. Speed Rated said, loved the horse scene and loved Brendan. So yeah, so like Brendan as a character, like did you like him and his conflict that he was having?
I thought it was an interesting idea, but I didn't really feel like it was particularly well explored.
I feel
And
it
he kind
needed
of
to be over a few episodes rather than just crammed into one.
exactly, and like
Yeah.
I don't know, he just felt a little bit drippy and sort of like he didn't really have a very active role in the story. He just kept getting sort of like ponged between different characters, and yeah,
Yeah, that's
I
true.
didn't feel his struggle hugely.
Yeah. He got turned quite easily by the brothers
Yeah,
as well, I thought.
yeah, he did.
Um
He's very
like
nice to look at, obviously.
yeah.
Yeah,
But I wanted to see like, when he does go to the apartment and this random woman's like lying there ready to be sacrificed,
Yeah,
like I wanted to see like the struggle that he was having. Like he just kind of
yeah.
turns really quick, and it's like I want to see like a bit of like, oh no, I can't do this. Yes, I must. Like, do you know what I mean? Like a bit, a bit of like,
But I want to. No, you can't. But I need to do it. No.
like a little bit of turmoil. But he was just like welling. He was like, yeah, let's kill.
It was like, oh, that's a nice tattoo. Ooh.
What happens if I put this knife in it?
Yeah, yeah. And isn't
Yes.
there? I feel like I missed the bit where the brothers cast a spell where he could only see mortal flesh or something.
Yeah. Oh,
I,
yeah.
it's like I can only see your body, something to kill.
Well,
What?
they do like a weird spell, don't they? I think I wrote it down because I was going to try and like say it out loud, but I don't think I can
Oh,
because it was
do
one
it.
of
Go on.
so so fratrem nostrum reconciliate conventum nostrum consummate. So apparently it's translated as brother our to restore coming together our completion. Don't make
Oh,
sense.
no.
Less
It's all Latin to
dramatic.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when said by a Brummer.
Yeah.
So, if anyone can speak Latin, I apologise.
You've just summoned something horrible in your house. You know that.
Don't, Josh, don't scare me. Oh, I'm not sleeping tonight. Speed Rachik said this episode felt very rushed. Yeah, I think it needed to be longer.
Mm,
Matthew said his hair gel is probably still in place. So on about Andy,
yeah.
something like that just doesn't wash out. Oh, Trina said it's a house bunny. We need pictures.
Oh,
Oh, Melina said lovely Louie. Yeah, Melina's met Louie, my cat.
oh,
Louie, my older cat. It's so sweet.
yeah.
Speed Racer said, yes, more Brendan. Matthew said, Michael Weatherly's character on NCIS was an obnoxious putz, and I didn't like him. It was hard for me not to project that on the character who played in this episode. Ah,
Mm.
interesting.
But did that but did that make the episode better because you couldn't
Mm,
trust that he wouldn't go fully evil?
yeah, that's true.
Mm.
Yeah, because I didn't quite know who he was, so I was just a bit like, what's going to happen here?
Brandon. I'm sure it'll work out in the end.
So mythology in this one, obviously it's revealed that willfully killing an innocent turns a half warlock evil, which
Yeah,
is wow.
yeah. There's no going back, basically. If you kill
Yeah.
someone, that's it.
That's it, done. It's also revealed, which I think we mentioned, that a half warlock can be freed from the evil side by becoming a priest, implying that there is some kind of higher power of
Yeah,
religion.
yeah.
So I kind of see that a little bit. Did you
I
pick
was a
up?
bit like I was a bit baffled by this strange suggestion that priests are like an embodiment of purity and goodness. I was like, are they
Yeah.
really talking about the same thing here? Okay.
That's so true. So true.
Yeah. It kind of like raised more questions than it answered because
Mm,
it the show never really kind of tackles religion a little bit, but not really. So there was that moment
yeah.
when Piper thought she was going to fry if she stepped foot in a
Oh, yeah. At the
church.
beginning, yeah.
Yeah, and then there was Grams obviously talking about God
Mm,
killing men in the previous episode. But we're kind of led
yeah.
to believe that the sisters were raised Wiccan,
Yeah.
but there's very little evidence of that being like a part of their everyday lives. So I wonder if
Mm,
and this is like the mid late 90s. So I wonder if the networks were basically like, you can't promote sort of the
mm,
occult in prime
maybe.
time TV to young people. So they kind of
Yeah.
just stayed away from it as much as possible.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very random.
Yeah, it's a bizarre theory.
Yeah. Matthew said no, it didn't make it better.
I did like the line, oh yeah. I did like the line near the beginning when the brother said to Brandon, you're praying to the wrong deity. That was quite nice because it kind of gave an idea
Mm,
that, well, there's the Christian God, but there are other gods as well.
yeah, yeah, I
Um,
liked that.
but yeah,
Yeah.
anyway.
But Matthew says Prue wears a cross necklace. Now I did notice
Oh
that.
yeah,
She's
she
got that cross
does.
necklace on, but she doesn't
I
wear that
feel
all the
like this is a
time,
net.
right?
This must be a network note where they basically
Yeah,
said like we can't be doing the occult, so someone has to be a Christian in this.
yeah. But she doesn't wear
Yeah.
that all the time. I'm sure I've not noticed it before, but it was really evident,
Mm,
in this episode, really prominent. I'm going
yeah.
to be looking out for it now, see if she wears it
Yeah. I
wears
feel
it
like I've
again.
seen it a couple of times.
Oh, okay,
Mm.
interesting. Hmm. Um, so the sister bonds, I've got hiccups.
Oh no, getting
Sorry.
too excited.
I know. So the sister bond in this one, sorry, they'll go in a second. So obviously, as we saw in Feats of Clay, which is another episode where the one sister trusts someone to an irrational level,
Yeah.
and is opposed to like the other sister's views. That they're saying that you shouldn't trust that other person. I
Yeah.
mean, they had the Warlocks wouldn't sleep at the house. Like,
Yeah.
essentially, he is a warlock that could turn evil at any
Yeah.
point. And really, he did whilst he was there because he squished the spider. So
Oh
that means he's
yeah.
pure evil.
Yeah.
um, yeah, what did you think of the sister bond with this one? So, again, we've got Prue that's been the trusting one. She's kind of
Yeah.
stamping her authority a little bit over the other two sisters, which is, standard.
Yeah.
What
I
did you think?
liked I liked their sort of like little moments of debate because it did add a bit of flesh to the bones of the story. So
Yeah,
I liked the moment where Prue brings up the two times that Piper and Phoebe have been sort of swayed by the way of evil.
yeah,
And I liked that Phoebe's argument was, yeah, but we were good to begin with.
yeah,
This is quite a good argument for that.
yeah,
So I liked that. I more enjoyed the sister bond stuff between Piper and Phoebe
yeah, me
with
too.
the love is pain stuff, which I guess we'll
Mm,
come on to in a bit. Um,
mm,
so yeah, I felt like there could have been more debate about the good and evil thing between the
yeah,
sisters, but they do it again quite a few times
mm,
across the course of the series. So this was felt like sort of them dipping their toe into that
yeah,
idea.
yeah, definitely.
And
And
it
I
was
did.
written by the same writer who wrote the fourth sister episode with Aviva,
Oh,
which so
interesting.
there's like similarities between the two, I
Yeah,
think.
that is quite similar. Oh,
Mm,
interesting. Um, yeah, I'm the same as you. I just thought I preferred the B storyline for the sister bonds over, and it was such a random. Obviously, it was to give a bit of a comical spin, I guess, on something that's to take away from the seriousness, but
yeah.
it was very random. It just didn't really go with
And it was
anything, did it?
over halfway through the episode. It was
Yeah,
wrapped up really quickly.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Um, oh, Matthew said I've noticed the cross necklace on there before because it always struck me as weird. Oh, okay,
Mm,
how interesting! I've never noticed that.
yeah.
Um, so obviously the love is pain. So we're on about Piper and Josh. So Phoebe plays matchmaker because Phoebe's noticed that something's wrong with Piper. She's always turning down dates. She's
Hmm.
working really super long hours, like double shifts 3 times a week. And she says she's worried about Piper, which is kind
Hmm.
of nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Um, so what did you like that Josh was back? Or
Yeah.
yeah,
I love a bit of continuity, and we did say because he first appeared in the Woogie Man episode, and we
yeah,
did
that was
say
it.
like he was a really good actor. He was interesting,
Mm,
charismatic. he had good chemistry with Holly Marie Combs, and we
Yeah.
both kind of said we wished that we'd seen
Yeah.
more of him.
Yeah.
Um,
In more ways than one.
yeah, and because I've barely watched this episode, I forgot that he actually does come back. So it was like a nice
Yeah.
little surprise. It's like, oh, I remembered him. Um,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, it was
he looked
nice.
good in his climbing gear, I have to say.
Oh, he did
He
look
did.
very good. So like I was wondering as well, because obviously that date, so he tells Piper that he's taking her to the gym or something, or Phoebe says it's to do with the
Climbing.
gym. But he doesn't say that it's a climbing date, right?
Oh,
So, well, I don't think he does. So it must have been a bit of a shock to poor Piper
yeah,
when she got there.
yeah. I really wish that she'd been really good at climbing. I felt like it was a bit like,
Yeah,
oh, it's kind of a bit rubbish for him to take her on a date where he's really good at something and she's not very good.
yeah,
Bit like, oh,
yeah. Because
don't
he's
put her on the
like,
spot like
and he
that.
doesn't even help her. I mean, he does offer, I guess, but
Mm,
like, he doesn't like. He could just pretend to be bad at it, just so that she doesn't
yeah,
feel so bad.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah. Aw.
yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, like, I'm still waiting for Leo, definitely.
I know.
Mm,
Yeah, I do. I like that. I do like the arc of the subplot though, because it kind of the resolution is that Piper realizes she has to move on
yeah.
from Leo because he's been gone for a while now,
Mm.
and Josh is good enough. You
Yeah,
know,
good enough for
I've heard it many
now.
times before. Good enough, Josh. Um,
Oh,
so, so yeah, I think
oh,
it's like a nice little way of reminding us that the Piper Leo thing is still there.
yeah, yeah. Because
I
kind of
don't know
like
what the hell Phoebe did to that tap to make it explode in the kitchen.
I was gonna say, like, obviously the work it drama is Phoebe is
Yeah,
covering for Piper while Piper's on this climbing date, and
yeah.
she totally destroys the sink.
And
Pure comedy gold.
even when Piper gets back from the climbing, Phoebe's hair is still drying from being soaked. She's a
Oh
mess.
dear. And I know I always say this, but I do think I really wish Alyssa Milano did more comedy
Yeah, yeah,
because her comedy timing is just brilliant. Like
yeah.
I always bring it up. She was in a show called Insatiable, which I always say go into it with caution. It does have its issues over eating disorders and things like that.
Mm,
But she it's a comedy show as well, and the character that she plays, she is hilarious in it.
really, yeah,
Yeah, she's really really good, and I wish
yeah,
that like her comedy is just yeah, it's just so her facial expressions are just brilliant.
yeah.
Oh, I love her.
She is great.
um yeah, so poor Piper, so obviously, she feels like all her relationships are unobtainable. She fell for a ghost, a warlock, a white lighter, so she just doesn't want to get hurt again. Bless
Yeah,
her. Yeah, poor little
yeah.
thing.
I do feel like it would be interesting to watch the way the writers handle this subplot in this episode as compared to like seasons 6, 7, and
Mm,
8. Because in this episode, Phoebe's sort of like worried about Piper and trying to set her up on a date because she's worried about her sister,
mm,
um, and kind of like trying to figure out what's going on with her. Whereas in the later seasons, where it becomes all about we've got to find our perfect man and have a baby and have a family, um,
mm.
it's really quite gross the way they're like, we can't possibly let Piper give up on love, therefore we're going to conjure this like stupid Prince Charming dude to come and save
Yeah.
her and remind her about romance, and it's so gross, um, and like not
Yeah.
subtle in the way that this one is subtle.
Yeah. And that's
So
like always the pull of like a first series, isn't it? When it's just that pureness of what they
yeah,
were trying to do. And then you do find in later series, sometimes they just like take things too far or just
they
ruin it.
do. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
agree with that. Um, Matthew said that guy seemed to always play a one or two episode boyfriend. So we're talking about Josh.
Oh,
So he always played a one or two episode boyfriend on shows all throughout the late 80s and 90s.
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
wow.
He was
Oh,
like the popular sort of like short-term romance option.
it's like, we need a boyfriend. Who should we call?
Yeah. That explains why he's so good in the role, if that's what he was doing over and over again.
Yeah,
Because
that's
he's
so
really good.
cool.
He's really likable and non-threatening.
Yeah.
Which is what you want in a love interest.
It is weird because I always remember so there's a guy that I went to school with called Ryan Cartwright, and I can name him because he's an actor, so I'm not naming
Mm.
anyone unnecessarily. But he was in well, he was in a load of UK shows over here. So do you remember Meet the Grimleys? I think it was called, or the
Oh yeah.
Grimleys. So he was in that. He was in
Oh.
one with Martin Freeman and stuff, but he was really big in, I think he did Bones in America
Oh.
for a couple of series. I think he was one of like the lab technicians, and but he was quite a main character, and he got blown up or something in the end. I think the lab exploded or something,
Oh wow.
and got
If you're gonna
killed off.
go out with a bang.
But he got employed as because he was so random. I was watching The Big Bang Theory, and I was like, "Wait, that's Ryan!" So he got employed as, I think, Penny's boyfriend or something at the time, and he was only in it for like 5 minutes. And I was like, "How does this
Oh.
happen? Like, how did they just get a call? He'd been in like Bones by this point, and
Yeah.
some other series. I think it only got one series, and I can't remember what it's called. And he played like an autistic character, and they have like superpowers and things, and he had one
Mm.
series. So we've done all these, and then he just gets the call, oh, come and, be the boyfriend for 5 minutes. I was like,
Yeah.
how does this happen?
Yeah.
I need to
There's a
know
story there
more.
somewhere.
Yeah, but how does this happen that you become this like, go-to character to be the boyfriend in these
Yeah.
episodes? That's
Yeah.
amazing. I love
Yeah.
that. Matthew said she was hilarious in Insatiable. Yeah, Alyssa Milano. She was really good. So just to quickly touch upon the romance between obviously Piper and Josh. Piper, no, not Piper and Josh.
We just done
Prue and,
that.
Prue and Brendan. Oh God. So just to touch upon that, Prue falls hard quite quickly.
Yeah,
Kind of a little bit like insta love, really, because of how
totally.
crammed the episode was. Were you shipping them together, or were you like, nah?
I think they were really trying to go for that John Cho thing from
Mm.
Dead Man Dating, where it was like unattainable,
Oh yeah.
falling for a priest. I didn't really feel like Prue's the kind of person who would fall for a priest.
No, I didn't think so either.
So yeah, it's quite odd. Maybe she saw him like as more of like a brother than a boyfriend. That's what I'm telling myself.
Yeah, we'll go with
Yeah,
that. I
that's
was
the
a
real
bit,
reason she was upset.
yeah, I just felt like for Prue, I just felt like she fell quite quickly in love with him, and like,
Yeah,
yeah, or lust with him, and yeah, it
because
was
it seems
very
like
quick.
the plot that she was sort of doing and acting, that felt like more of a Phoebe plot because Phoebe's the one who had like the bad boyfriends, and
Yeah.
we saw that already in Feats of Clay, like you
Mm,
said.
yeah.
So it's kind of a weird choice for Prue to have that storyline, I felt.
Yeah, it was very random.
Yeah.
Very random. Matthew said I didn't get a feel for much chemistry between Prue and Brendan. I don't think we had enough
No.
time. It needed more time, I think. Although
Yeah.
not that I wanted much more of this, but
Yeah.
it did need more time. Um, so sign of the times in this one, did you notice any sign of the times?
I
I
mean, the
know.
only thing that kind of stood out to me is just completely bizarre was like the place where the brothers lived.
Yeah.
It had that sort of like geometric doorway
Yeah.
that just looked like, I don't know, like it
Very
must have been a
strange.
90s fad. Yeah, really bizarre.
Yeah.
But I don't think I
um,
saw anything else.
yeah, so I noticed the card machine, like a swipey
Oh
card machine at Quake,
yeah.
and I was like, oh, the memories.
I was waiting for a receipt to come out and it never did.
No, that's it. She like swipes the card.
I just
Um,
remember.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, obviously, Piper takes her mobile phone, which we know she's got, with her on the date, which she just has in her pocket while she's climbing.
Oh yeah.
Um, but then obviously she phones a landline when she phones Craig rather than just nowadays we just phone another mobile phone or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
so
so she
true.
has to phone the landline because obviously Phoebe hasn't got a mobile phone. So
Yeah.
obviously it shows that mobile phones back then were, more, unique than they
Yeah.
obviously are now.
Yeah.
Which
Whereas
I thought
nowadays
was
you sit anywhere and
interesting.
you see 10 people on their iPhones.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay.
Normally me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a bit better at putting my phone down a little bit
Oh,
more
it's
lately.
tough. It's
It
tough.
is tough, yeah. Speed Rated said that fall for Piper was very dramatic. Yeah, that was very out of character as well.
Yeah.
Like, just not like the way she fell right into Josh's arms.
Yeah, growth. Yeah.
No. So charming dialogue. Did you spot any in this episode?
Piper says, some days you just shouldn't get out of bed.
That
I feel
sounds
like
good.
nobody in this episode should have got out of bed for this.
Should have just like, we'll stay in bed, wait for it to all pass over.
Yeah, we'll come back next week.
Because like, what is the real risk? Like, what would have happened if he had turned full Warlock?
Mm,
Obviously, yeah, okay, the power of three, they're stronger together, but what were they going to do? Did they
yeah,
say? Like, they didn't really, there was no reason as to why they wanted this, right?
no. I guess they
Oh,
would have just been like really quite annoying to have around.
annoying
Yeah.
and powerful.
Yeah. I did
Yeah.
like their powers, like the guy who could put up like a little shield. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was cool. But again, we needed to explore it a little bit
Yeah.
more. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty cool. Did you
Um,
notice any more chime and dialogue?
Phoebe's saying, I mean, it's a bit rubbish, but Phoebe's saying, if you're ever going to lose a guy, it might as well be to the big guy.
I've got that one as well. Yeah. I was like,
Oh, yeah, okay,
oh.
yeah, obviously.
Oh dear. I've got as well Prue saying, basically telling Brendan that you can sleep in my room and I'll sleep with Piper, and he goes, why? And Prue goes, because Phoebe kicks.
She would.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, that was the best bit in the episode when he was like lying in bed,
Yeah.
having sort of like a dream and like thrashing
Yeah.
around topless. I was like, oh, it's taken a turn for the
Let's pause.
better. Yes.
Oh dear. And it did just make me laugh about the spider thing. So obviously we've seen him save the spider earlier on, and now he's pure evil. He like squishes the spider. That was
Yeah.
like had a massive cobweb right in that room.
I know, what's Prue been doing in there?
I know. Not
Crazy.
cleaning.
I also felt like that was the spider that was on the little girl. That was a big spider.
Yeah. I
What was
mean
that?
I
Like a
would have freaked
tarantula.
out.
Yeah.
Matthew says, wasn't it because they were going to be the anti-charmed power of three, the evil version of the Halliwell sisters? But they didn't know
Yeah.
who the Halliwell sisters were, right?
Yeah.
So I've just got questions. Probably more questions than we've got time to
Yeah.
answer. But I was just a bit like,
Like, what's their plan then?
yeah,
Just to
like,
start killing innocents, or
yeah, they're just going to go on a rampage around San Francisco.
yeah,
Yeah, it was. It needed a couple of episodes to explore it, I
workshopping.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sister of the week in this one, another tough one maybe for a different reason.
Phoebe, maybe.
Oh, okay,
Her hair
Phoebe.
looked
Yeah.
nice in this episode.
I liked her top
I
as
liked her
well. Like,
pink
yeah,
top.
yeah, the pink
Yeah.
top. Yeah.
That
Ah,
pretty much. I mean, the thing is, like Piper in these early seasons, she's just brilliant. You
yeah,
know, no matter what material she's given, she's brilliant.
yeah.
So it probably, like,
She makes it
realistically is
work.
Piper, even though
Mm,
Piper didn't really have much to do apart from do a bit of dating,
yeah,
and then that's it, I would say.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I put Piper down only because
Mm.
for those exact reasons, I was a bit like, for me, it's not pro, and Phoebe kind of doesn't do that much. Where Piper had a bit more of a storyline to go.
Yeah.
I think I was just clinging at straws because I really wasn't sure in this one who I
Yeah.
wanted to pick. Interesting how
Yeah.
indecisive.
Yeah.
Speed Rating says I saw a spider like that when I was in the US.
Oh,
And Speed Rating said Prue for me for sister of the episode.
oh,
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Nice.
Matthew said, do you not have big spiders in the UK? We have giant ones here. Wood spiders are really big, and we have those here, and tarantulas live in the West. I don't think we
Uh,
have, like, I've seen one big spider, but not like a
they're different. Yeah, the
thick spider.
thickness
Yeah,
with the body, the whatever it's called, the
yeah,
thorax, like really fat thoraxes. We don't
yeah.
have that.
No, no. Just
Yeah,
like big as in,
big
you
and
know,
hairy.
just how Josh likes them. His
Yeah,
spiders.
yeah. Big and hairy and thrashing around in Prue's bed.
Oh dear. Yeah, because I was going to say obviously the girth, and
Yes,
then yeah, we won't go there. Oh
that's
dear.
also true.
Yeah. Trina says Prue for me too for sister of the episode.
Oh,
Trina said I always feel for the sister that gets her heart broken. Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Speed Rating said the house spiders are the worst here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just the thought of it.
definitely.
Gross.
So how many brooms out of 5 would you give this one?
I've written down 2.5. I
Yeah.
don't know if I would actually give maybe a bit less now that we've
Yeah.
talked about it.
I wrote 2.5, but I think I'm going to change to a 2
Oh,
because I
let's
like,
both do it.
yeah, do it. Oh, I feel bad, but
Oh,
no.
sorry.
I mean,
We
I
know
think
Charmed can do so much better.
yeah, exactly. Compared to like you've had that brilliant episode before. We didn't pair these 2 episodes together well, Josh, this time.
Yeah, we didn't.
But I think I was thinking of what I'd given. So my 2-star, I believe, went to the Wedding from Hell
Yeah,
before, and then I think my
yeah,
2.5 was the Dream Sorcerer. So I was like,
yeah.
do I like this better than Dream Sorcerer? No.
God, no. At least the Dream
So
Sorcerer had like garbage playing
yeah.
and like some
Do,
funky dream
do, do,
stuff.
do. And all in like pink haze. Yeah, he had a bit of oomph about him.
Yeah.
Whereas, yeah, so I was a bit like, yeah. Now we've been talking about it, I think it's a 2. 2 for
The thing
me.
is, it did have potential. I was interested for the first sort of 10, 15 minutes. And then for
Mm,
me, it just like fell apart, basically.
yeah, that's it. I think I lost my way with it
Yeah, I started getting my
completely.
phone out, which is never good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Trina said 4 for me. I liked this one.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Different
interesting.
strokes, different
Okay, yeah.
phones. Yeah.
Matthew says, I don't know if I could pick a sister of the week. I kept checking out on the episode, yeah.
Yeah.
But I definitely think I would have given it more brooms, more stars if it had been over a couple of episodes, like a 2-parter.
Mm,
So you just got to know a little bit more. It was just too crammed in and
yeah.
higgledy-piggledy for me.
And like Morris is just standing outside holding a camera for some reason.
They were
And
like,
like,
oh, we haven't had Morris in for a few
yeah.
episodes.
He gets one line, like, I'll take that. She's a bit shaken up right now. It's like, yeah, no kidding, Morris.
But why was he going? But the guy weren't going in to take pictures of the
Oh,
woman, right?
yeah, I know. It was so bizarre.
Surely he was going to take like the crime scene, not actual pictures of the woman. But anyway.
Yeah. I actually thought she got that one scene where she wasn't blindfolded. I thought she was a
Yeah.
really good actor.
Yeah,
You
I
could
did
really
as
feel
well.
that she was absolutely terrified.
She was like,
It
I've
was a
got my
shame that,
moment.
yeah, it was her moment to shine, but she just
Yeah.
didn't get enough material, I
No.
thought.
No. She needs to come back.
Yeah.
Um, Matthew says 2.5 brooms for me. The horse chase is worth half a broom.
Yeah.
Speed Rating said 2.5 brooms, half for Brendan. Yeah, you've got a good
Yeah.
case here. Elena said 2 brooms for me, just couldn't engage with this episode. Yeah, what
Yeah.
such a shame after that brilliant last episode as well, the previous episode.
Yeah.
But yeah. But anyway,
Well,
yeah.
we love Charmed. Up and down, we love Charmed.
Yeah, we're still here for it.
Yeah. We still love it.
Oh, so we've come to the end of our chat. No,
Well, not
woohoo.
again.
Yeah.
Darn
So
it.
our next
Oh,
episode.
wait, I haven't read the reviews.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Where's my book gone?
Oh no, we need to find it.
I've got it. Sorry.
Yeah.
You say your
Oh,
spiel while I find it.
so I was just going to say our next episodes are 19 and 20. So we've got 19 Out of Sight and 20 The Power of Two. And that will be on the 5th of October, the day before my birthday. So it's going to be like the perfect thing.
Yay!
Yeah. So that'll be
Okay,
cool.
you're never going to guess this.
Oh no, we always disagree with this guy.
This guy. All right, so that 70s episode, 4 stars out of 5.
Okay.
The Back to the Future pastiche is the series again as time travel show. Well, it's the one thing Buffy's never done, and works by concentrating on character rather than plot. Events in 1975 have no real tension at all, with the sisters meeting their dead mother and grandmother.
Oh, well, he still gave it 4, which is good for him.
Yeah. He also
Okay.
says the girls fall for a Warlock's ingenious trap.
I don't think it was ingenious.
He just kept showing up every year.
Anyone can put a ring on. Ooh. Oh, God.
This is the one that's going to get you.
Oh, no.
When bad Warlocks go good, so they got the title right.
Yeah.
4 stars.
No.
4.
I mean, Trina called it that it was a 4 broomer.
Yeah.
Whoa, I can't believe he gave it 4.
Yeah. Okay.
We're like,
sorry, I got lost in
shocked during silence.
I got lost in it. Right, okay. Although feeling like a Quantum Leap episode,
Yeah.
this is one of Charm's strongest scripts.
What?
With a very real dilemma at its core, which can only be solved through a person's inner strength.
Okay, yeah, I can see.
It's only spoiled by the usual Phoebe the Klutz subplot. Hard disagree.
Harsh.
And T.W. King as Andy having the acting ability of a walnut.
No. Oh, that is so hard.
I know.
How could you write?
Crazy. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I've read, so basically, there was like a Charmed special magazine that came out a few years after this.
Yeah.
And I feel like he maybe reassessed some of the episodes because the star ratings changed a bit. So I'm going to try to dig that out.
Yeah.
And see which ones he changed his mind on.
If not, let's hunt him down and get him on.
Ian Atkins.
Yeah, Ian Atkins.
He's probably retired by now.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Anyway, there you go.
I'm not in shock.
4 stars.
Oh, dear. Well, I mean, as I say, Trina called it 4
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, but
He clearly watched the episode that Trina watched. Sorry, Trina.
Sorry, Trina, we love you. No, but I mean, some of the episodes he's like really hated, we've really loved.
Yeah, I
So it just
know.
surprises me. Well, this just goes with the same, or like we've loved and he's really hated, I should say.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh dear.
Excellent thoughts.
Yeah. Matthew said this has been the fastest chat. It has gone really quick.
I can't believe it's almost 8
I
o'clock. It's
know,
crazy.
yeah. Matthew said,
Yeah.
and who posted the advertisement for this episode? I was telling Michael about how these shows used to have ads for them.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I put it in my stories, didn't I, today? Do you mean like the trailer? Is that what you mean? Like for the episode? Is
Yeah,
that
like
what?
they just
Yeah.
had trailers, but they also had like printed ads in like magazines and stuff.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, and like they used to change episode titles in those adverts.
Ah,
So
that's probably what happened here then with that one.
maybe, but there were some of them were completely different. Like
Mm,
for the witches for the mermaid episode, that one's called A Witch's Tale, I think. But then
yeah.
when they advertised it, they called it like a mermaid story or something random like that. It was so bizarre.
Oh, yeah, that's so weird.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, Matthew said, yeah, the trailer. Yeah, I put it in my stories earlier and it's very dramatic.
Okay.
Matthew says Quantum Leap was about time travel. How is it like? How is this episode like that, basically?
So bizarre, I know.
Matthew said there were ads on the radio for these shows too. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, those are the days. Those are the
Yeah.
days.
I
But
read I read that that 70s episode got 6.5 million
oh,
views, which is
wow.
like really quite high.
Yeah, that is good.
And then the good Warlocks Go Bad got 5.5, so it lost a
Oh,
million.
is a
It
lot.
just shows that people love the family. They want to see family
Yeah.
episodes.
No, that's definitely it's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Josh, thank
We're
you so
done.
much. Like
We're done.
honestly, it's been so good. And like
Yeah.
when I watched the 70s episode, I was like, I can't wait to talk about this
I
one.
know. I've been desperate to talk about this one, so
Yeah, I loved
all
it. It was
great. We've
brilliant.
got 4 left.
I can't believe it.
4 to go.
Can't
Yeah.
believe it. Yes, we've
And I
got
would say
19
that
and
like
20. Yeah, next
2
one.
of them are
Yeah,
good, 2 of them are not good.
October. Yeah, so hang on. So 21 and 22, it will be November, right?
Oh yeah.
And then there'll just be
Maybe we'll
23
do a
in
wrap up.
December?
Maybe we'll
Yeah,
do a
or
wrap up
something.
in December.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have a look.
Yeah, cool.
We'll sort something. Oh, and thanks, guys, for joining
Thanks,
us and like sticking
guys.
around all this time as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely Sunday evening, Milena said.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
nice.
lovely. Oh,
Yeah.
and we'll see you on the 5th of October then for the next one.
For the next one, yeah. And then next week we're doing the Point Horror Film Club. What film is that? Do we?
What Lies Beneath?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
I think it was like a bit of a random pick, but I was like,
Yeah.
what goes with this book? I don't
Yeah.
even know if it goes with the book, but I was like, Harrison Ford,
Oh,
Michelle
yeah.
Pfeiffer, let's do it.
Beautiful cast.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
All right then, Joshy.
Thanks, Kelly. See you
I'll see you
soon.
soon. Bye. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.